Sneakerheads and basketball enthusiasts alike, this is the only land, and we are back to unbox a pair of sneakers. I'm sure you guys already know what it is based off the title. Before we get into that, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe, and if you like what you've seen before or you like what you see today. Let's just, I guess, get into the unboxing here. I don't have my knife today, so I'm gonna be using this scissor that I found just laying around. I picked these up from, actually these came straight from Nike. I caught them on a sale. These are so old. I seen people put out performance reviews for these like 3-4 months ago. So you guys already know I'm super behind. Oh, the hat I wanted. Yo, I'm tempted to just put the hat on right now. There's these. I actually have not seen the box for this yet. This ain't a bad box compared to these old boxes. Where are these old boxes? All those old boxes were kind of plain. This is nice. It says the Tentacumbo on the side. You got the GA for Giannis Antetokounmpo on there. The Nike swoosh on the bottom, nada. And then it says Zoom Freak 4, white, black, barely volts, 11.5. And that's all right there on the tag for you. Let's take these out the box here. They got I thought they had something that was holding the lid. That shit would not come off. I got a basic colorway. I hate to say it like that, but I missed out on a couple sales that I wanted for like the other colorways. They came on sale. If you got, I don't know if you guys are even paying attention. Maybe like a week or two ago, almost everything on Nike went on sale for a lot, and all my size. This 11.5 size just goes out so fast, especially when there's a sale. Like I was sitting on them. I forgot what the name of them were, but they were like the gray colorway. They look like a bone type thing, like a fossil type shoe. Fire. They were great, and I missed out on them because the sale. They dropped the sale and they sold out like instantly. So much for that. But these are them. These are the Zoom Freak 4s. I never grabbed the 3s, so this is gonna be my first time grabbing and playing in the Giannis since the 2s. I did performance test the 1s and the 2s. If you guys want to watch that, I'll put that up here, or you guys can just go look for it if you're really that desperate. I do have them down there somewhere. To be honest, just off the rip, these look a lot like the Zoom Freak 1s. I will say that I did like the Zoom Freak 1s a lot. I kind of like the 3s, like the design, the colorways in the 3s. I like them. I just never got a chance to grab them. But the 1s are really nice, especially the first colorway. I think they had the best first colorway of all of them. I'm always like big on first colorways. Like I want to grab the first colorway of everything that comes out. Like the JT 1s come out this weekend, and I want to grab that first colorway, even though I don't think it's the best colorway. Like I think easily that lemonade colorway, I don't even think it's fair, honestly, compared to the other ones that we've seen so far. I think the lemonade colorway is easily the nicest one. But getting into these, I guess I'll just get into the aesthetics here, or we'll start with the outsole. For the outsole here, you have, every time I've seen this outsole, like what I get from this is like shark or like fish scales. It just gives me like very much like maybe like a shark head, or I heard someone say shark tooth, but very much like fish vibes. Don't know why. I don't know if that was like the goal for that, but it definitely looks like that in this forefoot area. On the bottom of it, it says Kostas, Giannis, Francis, Alex, Charles, Veronica, and Liam plus Mav. I know Kostas, Giannis, Francis, and Alex are his brothers. Charles is his dad. I believe Veronica is his mom. And I know this because, like I said, I've had these other sneakers, and these are on his first ones. Now, Liam and Mav are new. Now, I'm assuming one of them is his kid, and maybe the other is his wife or his girl, or whatever she is to him. I don't actually know, but I do know all those other names. I guess I'll do research into that to figure it out. On the back, you have this strange logo. I don't know what that is. I have yet to see that. It's like a circle with squiggly lines. I don't know where that came from. Then on the, just going through like the logos and the extra stuff that they have in here. On the heel, you have actually the GA for Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his logo. On the tongue as well. Just loosen it up to show you guys. On the tongue as well, you have the logo. And obviously for all this stuff, you guys will get better shots, better images of those. On the, let me see if that's on both of them. Let me see if everything's on both of them before I continue. Oh, you have Giannis's signature on the left sneaker, on the heel of the left sneaker, and then Freak. Well, I guess on the heel, the bottom heel, and then on the top heel, like what? On the ankle area, I guess you could say. It says Freak there. I always love when they have two different things on different sides of the sneaker. I always think that's cool. Oh, that is fire. On the front, on the right one it says Stay, and then on the left one it says Freaky. So right in front of the toe box, it says that right there. I think that's pretty cool as well. Oh yeah, the insoles. So on one of the insoles, and I won't pull this one out, it says Freak 4, and it's like literally the Freak, F-R-E, and then the 4, which substitutes the A, and then the K, so Freak. But on the insole, it says, where is it? Would become, the one who believed would become unbelievable. And actually, and then there's a compass there. I guess that's just like an explanation of his path and like the path that he took to get to where he's at now. You know, he's in the NBA, he won a championship, and at one point he was, I believe he was like a street seller in Greece, if I'm not mistaken. I believe so. All that is in the documentary, and that was like when they revealed the sneakers, that was one of the big things. Like they revealed it to commemorate or to celebrate like him coming out with that documentary on Disney Plus about his life and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. I haven't seen it yet. I feel like it's more for like kids. I mean, I guess after grabbing these, I kind of want to watch it now. But yeah, that was off that. That was like a big thing for when like the sneakers, when they first showed the sneakers, that hey, he's coming out with this documentary, and it was promoted a lot. That doc was promoted quite a lot. And then on the inside, they actually show you. They show you some stuff in here. So before I get into that, let me explain the tech that's in here. So you have two Air Zoom bags, one on the lateral and one on the medial side of the forefoot. You can actually see them with the visible window right there. So one here and then one here. I don't know how that'll perform, I guess, because I'm always big on heel tech, and there's no actual heel tech. I believe what the foam that's in here is EVA, and what I was talking about before is you can actually see it, right? So it's not actually just like one big block of EVA. They have individual like cubes, and then they're separated, and that's for compression, right? So guys, but I believe the concept is basically in those little empty spaces, as you compress onto the heel, the foam will expand out, giving it a little bit of room, and then obviously it'll come back into its normal shape to give more energy return. They didn't discuss that. I didn't even see a press release that discussed that, but you can always assume that's the concept when you see like those I guess you could call it cored out spaces there. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know how it's gonna perform. I've never been like a super big fan of having just like only foam in the heel. I'm always a bigger proponent of like air. If I can get air, specifically for Nike sneakers, if I can get air in the back, I'll take the air every single time, 100% of the time. And that's one of the big reasons I love the KD12. Like the KD12 is so high up there for me. And then obviously for the colors and the material, you have a pretty much all white base, and then you have like lighter green accents. What did they even call this? They called it Barely Volt. So you have like Barely Volt accents with some black mix in there. So you have the backwards swoosh that like I said, was on the Zoom Freak 1. So it's all black and it has like green, I guess, stripes in there. And then obviously you move further up the shoe, you see the Barely Volt here in this panel here. You got the white with a little bit of black here, and then the Barely Volt as well in the medial section. And then the white with, I think this is the best, I'm not gonna lie, the best kind of green on here, or the best like shade of green, is this nice, really light green swoosh. I think that's absolutely beautiful. And then the white actually in the back, like on the heel portion, is not like white. It's kind of like an off-white, like a cream, more like a cream than a white, I would say. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up too well, but I think overall it's a really clean design. You know, I'm not a big fan of just white and black sneakers. I've said that on like a billion occasions. I hate white and black sneakers, but having the green in there, I guess, did it enough for me that I could grab them. But then from the material, I think it's just not really anything special. All it is just a bunch of synthetics, and then you have like your overlays, right? So you have overlays by the toe box. So I guess to combine it together, because you have two different synthetics, right? So you have like a lighter one that I think is gonna lend for a lot more breathability than sneakers that I've been testing recently. Then you have this synthetic, which is a little tighter, and then there's actually something underneath both of these, right? So these have like some type of booty type thing underneath them. I mean, I guess it's okay, but like I said, it should leave for a good amount of breathability in both areas, so the middle and the tongue area of the shoe. And then on the heel, you have a much tighter synthetic, and obviously in the heel area you have to have that, because then you have the I forgot what you call them. You have to have like the heel cups in there, and that's got to keep your heel secure. You don't want any heel slippage or anything like that, so you don't get hurt. I think, from what I can see right here, I don't think this is going to be a bad shoe. I don't think it was purchased. Guys, I don't know if it's going to be like one of those top performers for the year. I try to base it sometimes off of like what I see people in the gym. I said that in the PG6 video, that I saw that particular sneaker a lot. I haven't seen these much. So hopefully they actually are a good performance sneaker, and I can put that out and maybe people will purchase them. If not, it is what it is, but I'm looking forward to really putting these to the test. I'm actually pretty close to almost done with the PGs already. I know it's been a few days since, maybe like 2 days since that video came out, but I've already played basketball, I think 3 times in it, and 2 times a piece. That means that puts me at 6 hours, and I said I wasn't going to do the 24 hours for that, so let's see how that goes with the performance review. Should be coming soon. And I think that's pretty much it for this. Thank you guys for watching. Do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you like what you've seen before, or you like what you see today. This is The Only Lane, and I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. Say bye.
Bye.